When we think about how Rome collapsed, the same images come to mind for all of us. Barbarians at the gates, collapsing legions, palace intrigues, poisoned emperors. But the truth is, empires don't really fall like that. The real collapse starts from within, quietly, and it's usually about money. What truly destroyed Rome wasn't wars or bad rulers. It was the corruption of its money. And the interesting part is, this story is still relevant today. Let's go back a bit. Behind Rome's power was something very simple but very solid, the silver denarius. When it was first minted, it was almost pure silver. Everyone trusted it. Soldiers were paid with it, merchants traded with it, and ordinary people stored their savings in it. The denarius wasn't just money. It was a small piece of Rome's credibility. But keeping a great empire standing is not cheap. Armies, roads, wars, all of it costs money. Over time, Rome's expenses began to exceed its income. Raising taxes angered the people, so the rulers chose a more convenient solution. They started reducing the silver content of the coin. At first, no one noticed. It looked like normal money, but its weight had changed. Its color had changed. Its value had changed. During the reign of Augustus, the denarius was nearly 95% silver. Centuries later, that fell to 50%, then to 10%. Eventually, there was almost no silver left at all. The people weren't stupid. They could tell that the money in their hands wasn't the same anymore. And then inflation began. Prices rose. Wheat that once cost 1 denarius now cost dozens. Soldiers said, "We can't survive on this money." Merchants said, "We won't accept this money." People started trading through barter again. When trust in money disappeared, life itself became chaotic. So, what did the state do? It printed more money. The more there is, the better, they thought. But it didn't work. By the 3rd century, Rome was in full collapse. Emperors changed, wars multiplied, plagues spread. But beneath all this chaos was one thing: a monetary system that no one trusted anymore. One emperor, Diocletian, made a final move. "I'll fix prices," he said. He set extremely strict prices for thousands of goods and threatened death to anyone who disobeyed. But when money is broken, laws are useless. The black market exploded. Trade collapsed. Eventually, Rome abandoned the denarius. It introduced the gold solidus instead. It was stronger and inspired trust. But for Western Rome, it was already too late. The economic collapse had eaten the state from the inside. Rome didn't fall in a single day. It sank slowly, and money was at the very center of that collapse. Now let's think for a moment. Doesn't this story sound familiar? The same thing happened in Weimar Germany. The same thing happened in Zimbabwe. And even today, the same games are being played under different names. Money is printed. Debt grows. This is called growth. But year after year, people can buy less with the same money. The truth is this: inflation is not a mistake. It is a choice. And the price is always paid by the people. History has shown us this many times. If you play with money, trust disappears. And when trust disappears, the system collapses. Rome learned this. Germany learned this. Zimbabwe learned this. The question is, will we learn or will we live through the same thing again? Because history doesn't repeat itself in the exact same way, but it does one thing very well. It punishes those who refuse to learn from their mistakes. If this story gave you a new perspective, subscribe. History doesn't just tell the past, it whispers the future.